This week's episode of the Deckchair Yumz podcast is brought to you by Mime Your Business. When people say to you, Mick, I know it was your birthday last week and you drank 4 outside of 7, you're not supposed to because you've got psoriasis, why are you wearing them gloves? I say, mind your fucking business. By the way, if you're not on our Patreon, you can't see that joke, so join it. Fuck you. Play the intro. Yeah, what's up, motherfucker? Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? So very welcome back to another episode of the Deckchair Yumz podcast. I have flared up like fuck, so apologies for all the different things I look like today. I look like I'm judging snooker. I look like I'm working on Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, you're going to give us a price on a painting now?
Yeah, I look like Mickey Mouse.
I don't know what to say.
Hey, Pluto.
Jackson before he lost the other one.
Yeah. Is it Michael Jackson?
Aye.
You mean he lost? Oh, he lost the other glove. I thought you meant hand. I was like, no, he lost the nose, and he lost the wings, and then in the end, he lost his life.
He did lose his life. Aye, we crit there. So yes, it's just so weird watching you with your beautiful white gloves. Now, I mean, is there a special place to buy these gloves, or
No, I got them in the hospital.
Oh, they're medical. They're medical.
They're
gloves?
medical. They're not. No, they're not medical in the sense I couldn't put my finger up your ass with them.
They'll be very messy.
Yeah.
They're woolly.
They're cotton. 100% cotton.
100%. So cotton and wiping your ass wouldn't go well together.
No, take them off for wiping my ass.
Good.
And then I wash my hand and put them back on.
Right.
I'll tell you what happened, ladies and gentlemen. For anybody who doesn't know, I turned 35 last week. Now, obviously, if you've been a long time listener to this podcast, you know that last year we did the agony hour and got terrible drunk. Well, we weren't doing the agony hour this year. So what I did instead was I looked at all the things that could potentially trigger my psoriasis, and I thought, good idea.
Just all of them.
Just all of them. So I drank Wednesday night, all day Thursday and Thursday night. Had Friday off, and then drank like it was going out of fucking fashion. It was going out of fashion because on Saturday I went, right, I'm going to have I was like, my psoriasis is going to play up here, so I'm going to have
By Saturday you figured that out?
Yeah. It wasn't even that I figured it out. It was more a case that I went, I know this can make it worse, but I'm not going to think about that right now. So I went into the health shop. I spent £120 on fucking supplements and stuff that calmed this down. Oh my and the girl goes, what did you do to make it get so bad again? And I went, everything. She's like, were you drinking it? What did you drink? Everything. Were you smoking? What did you smoke? Everything. What did you eat? Everything. I didn't take a vitamin. I think I had an apple at one point, but it was in gin.
Part of your 5 a day.
Aye. Got fucking Christ the night. Like I phoned you, FaceTimed you. You just told me we were talking for an hour. I do not remember.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah.
I remember talking to you. I remember that we had talked.
Yes.
How no fucking knows what we talked about.
The content was just escaping you.
Yeah. And please don't bring it up because I don't want to be one of those situations where you're going to tell you told me and I'll go, Connor, no. There's nothing I hate more than it. You know what you said?
No, post-mortem will not have on me. No.
I then FaceTimed my cousin in America and talked to him, I think, for 2 hours.
It must have been after me.
Yeah. I remember briefly his wife being like, hey, Mickey, how's it going? Seeing how drunk it was and just went, nah. Oh, like, I was talking... Cause my cousin in the States he's from Belfast and he lives in America.
Right.
He hasn't been home for 20 years.
Right.
And it's not that he's picked up an American twang. It's more that he now thinks people from Belfast still talk like that.
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So you'll be talking like, no, man, Nick fucking, and you go, nobody speaks that anymore.
Unless you're hanging around, fucking Victoria Square outside looking for spare change.
At one point, I realised I was so drunk, only he could understand me. So he was getting more fucking than me, like fucking, and I was like, fuck, all right. I could hear dogs in the background barking. What's that sound? Pished. Woke up fully clothed on Sunday.
Oh, that's when you know.
Absolutely.
That's
shoes,
when you know.
Still fucking shoes on me.
Shoes and everything on. That's
under
when
the
you know.
duvet.
That's when you know.
And walked into my living room and went, fuck me. How was I only here on my own?
He was wrecked.
Fucking destroyed. Like, there was... one of my samurai swords was just in the kitchen. I was like, what was I doing with that? The fuck was I doing with a samurai sword in the kitchen?
It's just the fucking very statement. One of my samurai swords.
Sorry, I should say one of my katana. And then...
What age was your birthday? Oh, 35.
35, yeah. I know. 35. And do you know what it was? So I got a card from my ma and she said in the card, you're officially middle-aged. And I thought, I'll show you middle-aged. I'm going to go Middle Earth on you. What about that?
But you are middle-aged now. You're 35.
No, middle-aged is 45. I googled it.
Is it?
I googled it when I was 33.
So I'm not middle-aged?
You're not middle aged, yep.
Well, love of Jesus.
But I think middle age 45
fucking
because there's a lot less infant mortality. The average age of survival from life is like 90. I mean, we knew he's definitely. I'm definitely more than halfway through. Like, do not get me wrong.
I definitely lower the average now.
Ah, here. Who are you talking to?
Don't know. I can't hear you. Mime it.
I look like I'm going to ring bells. I look like I'm in Pawn Stars. See what we got here, Randy?
You're touching.
That's Michael Jackson's condom.
A very collectible baseball card. Ooh.
Swear to God, man. I don't even care. Because I should
walk in with them on.
Yeah. I had my hands in my pockets though.
Oh,
but like at one point I was in Tesco last night wearing them and I felt really, really self-conscious, and then I saw a woman, it was Lurgan, so I saw a woman in Batman pajamas and I was like, fucking I'll stand beside you. And then somebody judged me. Somebody was like, judge my wee hands, and I was judging them. I was like, still wearing a mask? Thought you knew it was over. Like, so
I thought somebody was judging you for thinking that you were wearing the gloves because of COVID.
Oh no. No, they were just looking at why you wearing them gloves.
Oh right.
Well, they might not have been. I might just be very paranoid because I'm walking around like a fucking Disney character.
I know, wouldn't it be great if you walk around Lurgan in a couple of weeks' time, you see a couple of young lads with the white gloves on, you're going, what the fuck's that? And there's like, oh, I see Mickey Barter wearing them.
Aye, just fucking the razor come back one. Play a bit of Scooter.
Get you a glow stick.
At one point I went to take the bin out and I had
This will be good.
So yesterday, like this is Tuesday, we're doing the podcast today Tuesday, we were supposed to do it yesterday.
Yep.
I texted you boys like an hour before we were supposed to leave, maybe not even an hour, just going, I can't fucking do it, like I can't.
And I knew what was going to happen. I was like, oh, every patron's going to go, Mackie was drinking.
Aye, but it's more to see whenever this gets really bad, you do be exhausted, like you do be fucking genuinely, and it hurts for the first 2 days. So I was like, I can't even get a fucking shoe on, I don't even want to try. And at about 5:30 or whatever, round about when it got dark last night, I was like, fuck, I need to take the bin out here. And I really had to like gather myself and be like, fuck. So I had a hoodie on, put the hoodie on, pulled the hood up because I was like, I don't want him to look at me. Stuck my Crocs on, stuck my wee gloves on, and started taking the bin out. And as I was doing it, I was like, if somebody saw me, like, they're going to think I've killed somebody. They're going to be thinking he's trying to not leave DNA in his own house because he's fucking murdered a family.
So Craig is going to your flat and it's all just covered in plastic.
I am the one who knocks.
Preparing the kill room.
And then I ended up like, the bin was wet, so when I lifted the bin lid, I got my wee glove all wet and I had to change them. I know.
Never thought about that, getting it wet.
It's a nightmare, man.
That would be
It's a weird situation when you find yourself trying to have a wank with a glove in your mouth and not in a sexy way.
But I bet you it's soft when you do.
No, you can't, because if you got jizz in that, you fucking have to throw them out. You couldn't even wash them.
Oh, you could wash them, surely.
Papier-mâché.
Don't know.
Which is my name in Irish now.
I was going to say, I don't know how semen and cotton come together to get papier-mâché, but
And semen and cotton mix.
it'd just be a sticky cotton.
I'm thinking David Seaman and Doc Cotton. For a charity signal for psoriasis. Snow is falling. Road.
Oh, take a little piece of my heart, baby.
Fucking my heart's the only thing that's working. And that was broken 92.
Oh, Jesus.
On the Castle Baywatch.
Oh.
Just never got over it. I saw that photo of Yasmin Bleeth and now.
Oh, well, Yasmin. That's a wild weird. Because I had a thought about Baywatch the other day, randomly, because this is such a segue. But I ended up watching an episode of Columbo.
Right.
And Columbo then started getting me thinking, well, what else? And I was like, oh, Murder, She Wrote, A-Team, and Baywatch.
Aye.
Like
Did you ever watch Knight Rider?
Oh, absolutely.
Michael.
And Airwolf.
Now, Airwolf, I used to love just for the opening credits, and then I very rarely actually. I think there hit a point when I realised they were using stock footage in Airwolf that I stopped watching it.
Ah, yeah. Once you get that,
But
older,
there's still even now. If I hear, dun, 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 I'm like, oh fuck, who wants a scrap?
What was the other one? There was another.
Do you remember Team Knight Rider? No, this was because the revamped Knight Rider
That's right,
from my
yes.
generation.
Yeah.
And there was two people that had a motorbike that joined up in the middle. And then it would
I
like
remember
separate.
that's right. It was separate.
It was dog shit. Like it was absolute dog shit.
Rubbish. Yeah. I always remember Knight Rider. I used to love the.
Did you ever see the movie Knight Rider 2000?
Yes.
He was in a red Corvette.
Yes.
Yeah.
remember-
Little red Corvette.
Do you remember Kit went fucking rogue? Do you remember that episode?
I remember him being the teacher in Boy Meets World.
Yes. That's
They gave him a body like Vision. He's like, when you go to college, you're going to have to learn some things, eh? He did have a weird, he didn't talk like that, but he wasn't far off it.
Yeah, I was just going to say
He was like the posh version of a 1920s gangster.
Anyway, I was just watching Columbo. It was a very strange segue there, but anyway, yeah.
Never seen a whole episode of Columbo.
Well, have you not?
No.
Oh, it's deadly. I used to watch it with my granny, and the thing about Columbo was you watched obviously the Murder She Wrote and things like that. But Columbo,
it would show you the murder at the
showed
start.
you the murder, and then go in. My granny used to still guess who it was.
Aye.
And I was like, they showed us earlier on,
right at the start there, like.
And that took,
just one more thing.
Yeah, that was always the sort of the callback or thing. But some of the stuff when you watch it now, you know, when you're seeing it, because I didn't realize it was 70s. Because I classed it as
it was just always on for
always
like,
on,
yeah.
but it makes more sense why it was always on because it was 10 years old, so it was cheap at that stage. But the fucking outfits and some of the get up is unbelievable. It's fucking.
He was the only one that was dressed normal, wasn't he? Do you know what
he was walking around California in a fucking raincoat, sweating,
dirty old pervert. Do you know what I used to fucking love? What do you call the one with Dick Van Dyke? Diagnosis Murder.
Diagnosis Murder.
Fuck, I loved it with Diagnosis Murder back in the day.
Or Quincy.
Quincy was another good one. Quincy was standing smoking over a fucking corpse. Do you remember fucking, what was the other, Ironside?
Ironside, that's right.
I remember seeing one episode of Ironside and it fucking broke my heart. Where, because was Ironside in black and white initially? Did it go on so long it was in black and white? Or was that Perry Mason?
It would have been Perry Mason. I don't think Ironside was that long.
So
it might have been, I don't know.
There was an episode of Ironside where Ironside, obviously, if you don't know Ironside, was he a lawyer in a wheelchair or a detective in a wheelchair? He was like a lawyer come detective. Like he would, but there was an episode where basically he thought he could feel his legs again. And he was like, and the whole episode was like, I think we're going to be able to get you to fucking walk. And then the doctor's like, no, your brain has just looked out and saw your legs there. And it's trying to convince you. And I was like, fuck me. But I spent the whole episode being like, I believe in modern medicine. And then as soon as that happened, I became a homeopath. Don't like queers.
Do you remember Phoenix Nights? Whenever that first happened, I've never
seen. Is that from Phoenix Nights? Did I just steal a joke from Peter Kay?
No.
How do you like it?
No. Did you ever see Phoenix Nights? No,
I've seen bits and pieces, but never watched it.
Oh mate, how are you gonna watch it? So obviously, Peter Kay plays the guy Brian in the wheelchair. But Max and Patty haven't saved on their phone as Ironside. So the phone rings Ironside. I'll go brilliant. So I can't believe you haven't seen Phoenix Nights.
I've seen clips. I've seen sort of bits and pieces.
Oh, it's so deadly. Anyway, that was just a segue. Baywatch triggered me off there. Yeah, 90s Baywatch.
Any old quick.
Well, come here. I mean, this is the thing. Come here, come here. Come closer. Come here. You went out for a few. Now, this is my thing. So I knew as soon as I seen the Wednesday night posts.
Yes.
I thought, oh fuck.
What a post on Wednesday night. Just a photo of me with a wee whiskey.
Might have been.
I came home from Lavery's. It hit 12 o'clock. I thought I'm 35 officially.
Yes. And
I'm having one.
Thought to myself, Michael,
what a wonderful world.
I thought, I see trees are green.
She was drinking
that.
Teresa. I see Teresa green.
I seen it and I says to myself, fuck me.
The boy's back in town.
No, the psoriasis warrior is going to have to fight a hard battle next week.
I
thought that was one night. As it got to Saturday, I went, that boy. I was waiting for the text today to say I can't.
Man, it was a thing. I nearly drank on Friday night too, so I did Newcastle on Friday, and I came home, and I was like, because it's my favourite when there's nobody else there, and I'm like, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to get blocked. I'm going to watch clips of stand up. I'm going to watch me doing stand up, and I'm going to go, fuck me, I'm funny. Then I'm going to see who's awake at whatever side of the world and try and ring them.
Do you watch yourself doing stand up?
I can't listen to it. Cannot listen to it. But if there's a decent video of me doing a good long set, so I did Brickwork a few weeks ago, got it recorded.
Right.
And it's just on a phone. Like, so James was looking at me like, you slut. I swear, it meant nothing. I was thinking of you two the whole time. I swear to God, please, no knife. What about the kids? So it was all new material. So I was watching my new material.
Well,
being like, I'll watch this and see what I'm doing here. And then as the drunker I got, the more I was going. I was filled with dolphins. So Friday night I had to physically restrain myself from having another one.
So
I did have one.
let's
I had
rewind.
two.
So so 4 nights of drinking. Okay, right. So that's what we can
I had a couple on Tuesday. It was five. It was essentially I essentially had alcohol 5 nights last week.
from Tuesday. But
Tuesday.
were you not out on the Saturday and Sunday that week before?
Potentially. Yeah, it was the Galgorm, wasn't it? Yeah. So I came back to the Galgorm.
Took a day's break,
and I was like,
did the
oh,
podcast,
fuck.
and then drank the rest
Did the
of the week.
podcast. Now, in fairness, Tuesday I had a couple of very weak gins with my dinner, just
Of course.
and then
Gin with your dinner?
it was like that blood orange gin with orange tonic.
It's your dinner?
Aye, but
Oh, right, okay. What was
I
yours?
was gonna have wee gin in it now. Gin in the pot noodle. You ever had gin in the pot noodle? You ever had gin and just a peanut butter and a spoon? No. I've no money left in the Ulster Hall. But do you ever just have gin and cry for tea? No, no, just me. Anybody? Do you ever just for your dinner? Just have gin in the
holy
bog?
fuck.
No. Do you ever just have gin 5 fags dinner? No. Do you ever just drink gin and moisturize and smoke 5 fags? 5 to 10, 20 fags? Do you ever have just a bottle of gin? No. So, had a couple of gins for dinner. Wednesday, then came back, drank after Lavery's. Don't know what time I went to bed at. I remember like pretending I wasn't hungover on Thursday as well. Be like, oh, all right. And then what happened was my good man Andy McGibbon shot at Andy from the Bonnevilles.
Yes. So this is the next phase of it.
This
then.
was
So
this was a Thursday.
this is Thursday.
This is my actual birthday.
This is the life I live. I live Mickey's life by. I know he's having enough crack for both of us.
Aye.
So we went to the pub.
So
with
went to the
Mr.
pub.
McGibbon.
No. We went for brunch.
Oh, I do
In a
believe.
cafe,
Sorry.
right?
Boozy brunch.
No. Well, it was technically just a late breakfast because we don't call it brunch because we're not dicks. So we went for a fry, and I had went in and I was like, because I drank just whiskey and ice, and I found that whiskey and ice doesn't seem to do anything bad with psoriasis.
Okay, right.
So I was like, well, just whiskey and ice, and the hangovers aren't that bad. I was like, right, I'm a wee bit fuzzy. I'll be all right. And Andy phoned me. He was like, do you want to go get something to eat? And I thought, fuck it, I'll go because that'll get me out of the house. It'll get me like thinking again because I was doing Shane Todd's live podcast that night.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So Andy and I had a lovely breakfast. Hadn't talked to each other in about 5 months because fucking I haven't been out whenever else he's working. Chatting away. Somebody then brought a screaming baby into the cafe. I mean, Andy went, fuck it. We'll wrap her up there.
I thought it was a fucking cocktail.
No. That's not a bad idea for a cocktail,
screaming
though.
baby.
That's not a bad idea. 9-month-old whiskey.
Very good.
It's just vodka and a broken condom in a bottle. But
With a wee side jug of depression.
aye, it's just the pill. But to crush it up and put it in the pint. So we came walking out of the cafe, and then it was a lovely sunny Thursday afternoon. And we hadn't finished talking.
Oh, right.
And I was like, well, we'll go across the road for one. And that was at about 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock. And at 5:15, I went, and I really have to go here
Oh, sweet fuck.
because I have to go and do Shane's podcast.
Oh, you had to go and do. Oh, that's right. You had to go and do that from being out at 1 o'clock. How the fuck did that go?
Man, I'm not entirely sure. Shane texted me on the way home and went, that was fucking brilliant, well done. And I went, was it? Right. So it was me and William Thompson.
fuck.
William, the time like, I got there at about 7 o'clock. Show didn't start to 8:45, I think we were on.
You were being snattered like for 7 o'clock.
No, in fairness, I had a massive breakfast and we'd only had pints. It wasn't like it wasn't a major session.
Okay.
But it was enough pints to be like, woohoo.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
And then
there've been nothing worse than being two sober comedians with a drunk
Well,
Mickey.
see, the problem was that whenever I got the train up, right, and I fell asleep in the train and woke up and then I was like, fuck, I'm down a wee bit here. So then when I got the line,
there's nothing worse than
I had a wee like,
an in-session
fuck.
hangover.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So I had a wee beer, brought me around.
Yes.
And then Shane brought a bottle of Prosecco out as a birthday present. So obviously I fucking smashed that, and then it was lights out, but it was hilarious apparently. I don't know, it got weird. I remember there was points where I was just shouting stuff and being like, I don't know if
I'm just so because like the previous year, as we talked about earlier, I suffered an awful lot, and I'm just very glad I did not have to suffer this year.
it was.
I think you suffered enough for two of us.
Aye, it's like when it's my birthday, I don't want presents. I just want everybody to leave me alone. Let me go drinking. I've hit that age now. Like,
Well, I think you did all right, Mick.
aye, well, no, I haven't finished. And I came home. I came home. My good lady had made like a special, like she made dinner and stuff. So I was like 10 o'clock at night, like really nice food. But I'm like, oh fuck me, because I hadn't eaten since breakfast. And then I think I had a couple of gins when I got home. But Saturday was the drunkest I think Saturday was the drunkest I've seen my father in my life.
So take us to Saturday here. This is just us reliving.
Right, so this is Saturday. So
Saturday then, you and Pa Bartlett.
I want to get in trouble.
Oh no.
So
Why?
I had nothing to do on Saturday, right? Fucking dead to myself, night to myself.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, I'm going to do fuck all. I've been busy all week, been flatted all week. I'm going to sit in the flat,
drinking.
going to play PlayStation. I'm going to play the fucking Star Wars in VR. Going to mouth dry, do my feet. I'm going to clean my flat. I'm going to have a nice day. Then I saw Tommy Tiernan was playing the Ulster Hall, right? But it was so loud.
Yes.
So I made some calls because I'm an important guy. And I was like, I've got 2 tickets going with Tommy Tiernan. Sorted 2. There you go. It's in the balcony. Don't worry about them. It's all sorted. I'm like, fucking sweetheart, thank you, right? Right to my mum and dad's house. I went, Dad, I'm only after scoring 2 tickets for Tommy Tiernan. Like, do you fancy going? My dad goes, fucking brilliant idea. I'd be well up for that, which surprised me. But I think he was thinking, it's the wee man's birthday.
Fucking
We'll
take
do what
him
he wants
out.
to do,
Like,
right? So he goes, here, Ireland's playing in the rugby. Do you want to meet in the bar at 4:30 and then we'll get the train at 6?
Christ.
I says, they do indeed, right? So we got to the pub. My dad goes to me, you know, your ma just said to me, you aren't going to make it to that show. And I said, we'll show her. And at 6:15, I went, fuck Tommy Tiernan. Because we were having a lovely feed of pints, right? Ireland beat England. It's near Paddy's Day. I was getting all patriotic. We went to another bar then. And this is whenever I realised, oh, we've been drinking... I didn't realise we'd been hammering them, right?
Right, okay.
Do you know when you're drinking pints of stout and you're used to, especially over the last sort of 2 years where the bars have been closed and you can't sit at the bar.
Yeah.
When you get about halfway down a pint, somebody goes order another one.
Yes.
Right? So you end up just fucking double parked, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we were doing that. So we weren't counting.
Oh, yeah.
How much we're drinking. And I knew it had gotten bad when we were in a second bar and halfway down a pint, my dad just went, Michael, phone your man, tell her come get me.
You know when that just hits you.
Aye.
You know when it's home time.
So-
And it just comes you very suddenly.
I had a pint and a half sitting, so I just sat and fucking guzzled away the rest of these pints on my own, right? And I was pissed enough to be like, I wonder if I know anybody in. And I feel like I was like, without pointing, it was kind of going. Oh. Anyway, no Barry the playing there, no.
Oh, you didn't.
I didn't really. I just felt like I wanted to talk
But
to
I know,
people.
I could see you looking around,
Then
looking for...
again, against Horace's advice, went across to the pizza place that gives me the shits. Right, ordered the pizza that gives me the shits, the big version.
How long, before we get to the pizza, can we go rewind a wee bit back to the bar where you were texting me about 2 people chatting each other up? Do you remember that?
No,
Do you remember it?
no.
You text me. Your dad must have just left you at that
Right.
point and went home. And then you were texting me going, 2 people sitting beside me are chatting each other up and I fucking hate the world. And I don't know who, obviously I don't know if you knew them or what was going on. Do you remember that or remember who they were? Or?
I feel like I do feel like there was a point where there was a guy I think I know. Do you know there's some people from a small town you go, I fucking must know him because he keeps talking to me.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh, fuck all the time.
So
yeah,
I was,
yeah.
I think I was watching him try and chat somebody up,
Right.
and I was like, "Fucking get a bit of
I
game."
got the
about you."
message, and the message was like about, it must have been about 7 o'clock or half 7.
I was early enough.
I don't know, and I was like, he's fucking wrote.
Like
Murder She Wrote off.
it was. That's the thing too. It's a good thing we didn't. There was no fucking way we could have sat and watched Tommy Tiernan. We were that pissed. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It
and
wouldn't have-
you
it wouldn't
probably
made
would have
sense,
caused
like-
a scene.
He would have been like, "Fuck, there's only him doing Guinness here." And then, yeah, I don't remember that. I remember going across to get the pizza, and the girl going Mexicano. So I was like, "Have I been asleep or something?" Or what? Is it? I was a wee bit like, "What is it?" Sorry. And then ran home, ate some of that, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I feel really sick." And then I went, "I'm gonna have another wee drink."
This is your message.
I just not 5 minutes ago. I just says I don't want to know what I said. But go
No,
ahead.
but no, this isn't, because you didn't say, this is you said to me.
Okay.
So, currently 2 people are chatting each other up, but they're both leaning on one side of the stool I'm sitting on.
I remember that now.
So I keep rocking back and forth.
Oh, it went from me and my dad having a great day to me, like. And I could barely fucking balance anyways, it seems.
Do you think they were over your shoulder watching you write that message?
Potentially. I do worry about that sometimes.
Because you know yourself, I know myself, especially with drinking, like you're not aware of all them things. Any other time you'd be like fucking really close in. But
I remember there was a point when I was walking out of that bar. Do you know what? Do you know when you're drunk and you go, don't stagger, don't stagger, don't stagger, and your brain's going, mate, we're staggering, but my feet were like, no, we're fucking not. And then my brain was all, hand, get the door. But the door was 20 miles away. My hand was like. I was pluttered, like. I was really drunk. I woke up at 10:30, fully clothed, still pissed the next day at 10:30 in the afternoon.
Well, let's do the timeline, because you sent me that at about 7ish, and then I don't want to go back and check the time, but then you called, like we got a call that night, so you'd still stayed on for a wee while. You stayed on for a couple of hours, or because you were still drinking when you rang me.
Aye, but that was from the house.
But that was 3 hours later, so there was a gap there of like, did it take you 3 hours to get home?
Probably, maybe. That's why she was shouting Mexicali. I'm sleeping there for 2 hours. Hadn't a fucking notion.
And Mexicano obviously was the pizza.
Mexicano was the asshole destroyer. Like,
I was going to say, is that the one you normally get? Is it a fucking burning one?
So it's like spicy steak, spicy chicken, jalapenos, and green chilies with a chili base and fucking like extra mozzarella. It's fucking delicious. Amigo's Pizza in Lurgan. It's fucking gorgeous.
What about the next day?
But as soon as it fucking comes near me, my arse is like, and my skin's all.
I was going to say no.
But my dick's
I was going to ask, and I don't want to be.
Does that look oddly racist when I make a fist of these gloves on? Don't say that,
It's a bit strange.
I feel like I should have some sort of.
It's like Mickey Mouse was in the Nazis, and when you do that,
Here, Steamboat Octavilli, Steamboat Villi.
V.
Toot. Remember, Steam Private Ryan. Steamboat Villi. Toot. Boop, boop.
No.
Do you know when they capture the German fella in Saving Private Ryan and they're going to kill him?
I haven't watched it since I first watched it.
Well, there's a bit in Saving Private Ryan, they're going to kill this German prisoner.
Right.
And he's trying to bomb the Americans. He's like, I love America. Oh, Betty Boo, what a can. Oh. And then he's like, Steamboat Willie, toot. Because Steamboat Willie was Mickey Mouse's original name.
Right, okay.
Before he took the suit and became Catholic.
That's right. He fucking...
Steamboat William.
In
fact, I was Steamboat Willie.
You were Steamboat Willie?
Yeah, Steamboat Mickey. I was so drunk, like. I was so drunk.
And there's nothing better than talking to you when you are drunk, because you keep going, fuck, I'm so drunk. And then you keep going. There's no stopping.
But it's like, I do remember a point where I went from whiskey, or from Guinness to whiskey drunk. So there was a stage where I was like, was whiskey drunk, fucking pizza, like, oh, fucking hell. And then I sipped the whiskey and I woke up. Like, I do remember having that feeling of being like, right, we've just dropped her into second here. Turn the lights off and blast through that junction. What the fuck?
It's a fucking, it's a weekend. No, I didn't even know about the Mexicano, so I was worried about your skin just with a drink, but the Mexicano...
Pizza and the amount of smoked. And the thing was, I hadn't smoked for a couple of days.
Right.
I was in the bar all day. Andy didn't smoke. Like, at all. I was in the bar all day and my dad didn't smoke. But then we went to a second location and I could feel my dad starting to do the whole I'm going to go home thing. And I was like, well, I'm going to have whiskey in the house. And I bought fags in the bar.
Yes. She knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's common.
But it was also, it's a weird thing whenever, like, especially because I kind of know how to calm it down now.
Calm what down?
My psoriasis.
I was going to say, I thought you meant you're drinking.
Oh, no, fuck no. Well, no, I do, but like, it's when I know how...
It's your birthday week.
When I know what's going to set the psoriasis off, I'm like, well, I don't mind doing it now because I know how to...
Okay,
chill it out again next week.
With it, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That would be the sign of an alcoholic.
It would be, and it very much is.
Aye. Fuck me skin. I need pints.
But again, it's my birthday week, like.
That's true.
I know you're not supposed to have a birthday week, but I don't have an awful lot to do during the day, so you're allowed to.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Your girl's going to have a drink, like. Although I'll tell you this right now, for anybody who thinks I'm drinking pints on Paddy's Day, you can suck my scabby dick. There's no way I'm going near it.
Right now?
I probably will.
I don't know. What were you doing?
I can't have gigging Lavery's.
Oh, you're Lavery's.
Wasn't supposed to be. And then agreed to do it after I'd made plans to go see friends. So in my head I'm going, either I'm doing Lavery's pished or I'm not drinking all day.
Lavery's pished.
So come to Lavery's Thursday night to see the state of me. I'm exact for the evening.
And what about Wednesday night drinks?
Wednesday night, I'm doing Lavery's Wednesday night.
You know?
Are you doing Lavery's?
No, but I'm relatively...
Have you night off, have you?
Well, not really. I'm in Belfast tomorrow afternoon, you see, and I could end up staying.
Oh, fuck. If you'd have told me that. And I made arrangements.
Arrangement.
She's coming down, fuck's sake. Whores, because she's come fucking... Do you know one thing I've learned, Connor?
She is always cock-blocking me.
I'm sorry.
All the time.
Plus, you missed your window up. If the week you wanted to book me was last week.
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? Before I tried anything.
Before everything flared up.
Before I turned middle-aged. Do you know what I was thinking about?
Well, if you're not middle-aged, that's the question I want to go back to from earlier on.
I probably am.
Well, no, if you said it was 45, what age are we in then? Lower age?
The age of love, man.
Oh, the age of love.
No, I think 40's middle. I think middle age is 40 up.
Fuck off.
It's. I think 35 probably is too. I'm just trying to hang on to not. Do you know what I mean? Like I know 35 is my late 30s.
Yes.
But I'm still like, no, I'm in my mid to late 30s. Like I'm still clinging on.
Well,
to
you're
that.
going to get away with mid-30s for now.
Yeah, for
Next year
at least
you're
a
not.
year.
Yeah.
Next year it's mid to late, and then 37 is late 30s.
Next year's late.
Next year's late. It's 37 is late 30s.
You've so much to do yet, Mike.
But look how much it's already done.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
fucking true, hey, fucking true.
Because I was thinking to myself the other night, Connor, I was thinking about a good night's drinking to me, right? I think it's very much like a ride, right? In the sense of sex and drinking, I have now started to think at my age are intertwined, right?
Okay.
Like, do you know how everybody has one night of riding, not necessarily with their current partner, right? And it was a belter, you know, like you fucking spun around like a Catherine wheel, right? The real fucking fuck me, like two animals, right?
Right.
And you think about it, sometimes in your head, but you don't think about it with lust.
You
The
just think
same,
about
the same way you think about a good night out.
Right.
You kind of go, fuck, I couldn't do that now. Do you know what I mean? Not with my back.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? Plus, she's dead anyway. Do you know what I mean?
You think of all the issues and the barriers. that are up
You kind of
against
go,
you,
oh,
like,
it was some night, but fuck, I couldn't do it now.
couldn't do it again, aye.
Like, you don't look at an ex-partner with lust anymore. You just think, there's one time. Do you know what I mean? The same as, like, I can't drink aftershock. Can't buck that girl used to buck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm there.
That was an idea for new material. Maybe it won't work on.
No, I'm with you. Except
I'm with you.
Except I love drinking Red Aftershock, so I can't really do that. We don't want to go into your.
What does Chardonnay think of that?
You're fussy.
You do like Red Aftershock, don't you?
I like it, but not as a shot. I like it in a
Fucking
wine glass
Dort.
with ice.
Dort.
I like to sip over it.
The
and,
idea of it offends me.
If you ever see me with a wine glass and a red liquid in it with ice cubes, you know I am fucking bloated.
Aye.
That's home time material.
Aye.
That's when your
Of
dad
course
turns
it
around
is.
and goes, "Ring your man, tell him to come get me."
That's enough now. That's enough. I'll carry on. It's enough.
Very few times in the last number of years I've had it, but yeah, if you ever see it,
Aye.
move out of my fucking way.
Well, I don't know. That was then, of course, Sunday was the hangover day.
No gigs or anything, no.
Nothing to do.
No.
So I had 2 bottles of Lucozade, 3 tins of Coke, 2 bags of potato cheese and half a bag of Haribo Giant strawberries, a chicken ball supper.
What the fuck? What do you have for lunch?
What did I have for lunch? A big thing of pasta and sauce, but I threw more cheese in. I'm not supposed to eat cheese or any dairy products. So I'm actually blaming the hangover, not the drink. You leave drink out of this. Drink's never done nothing to nobody. But
give you a hangover?
Those bastards at nowhere. Pasta and sauce making fucks with their space food. Huh?
Fucking hell.
You can't have a full carbonara in 2.5 minutes, Connor. It doesn't make sense.
Would you ever eat my pasta and sauce packet that I have? The 23-year-old one? If I made
What
it,
year is that?
1999.
That was a good year for pasta and sauce. Now,
Was
for us.
actually.
It was a good year. I probably would. Like.
But
The hangover? Aye.
the flavour, I bet you, is so different. Forget about the 20 years part of it, but I mean...
I dare say the
no,
fucking-
you should see the
the
packet.
mould of
You
that.
should see the size of the packet and how different...
Aye.
It's a different ballgame.
Why do you have it again?
Oh, they're stupid. But I have it if I don't know the other day.
I'll eat it if you eat it. We'll do a special thing for Patreon where we'll cook up
The 23.
23-year-old pasta and sauce.
Oh, fuck me, right?
No, we don't have to eat the whole bowl. But if it tastes edible, we'll fucking crack on.
I think butter a couple of slices of bread.
I'll not left behind anyway.
Oh, fuck, right, okay, we might do that then. We might figure that out, how we get the...
We'll should contact a few doctors too, just to make sure it's
Just to
medically
see,
safe.
yeah, 23 years. But I mean, it's...
Imagine fucking after all the shit I've done to my body.
Imagine we die from a
23-year-old
23-year-old
pasta
pasta
and
and sauce. That'll be the fuck...
He died the way he lived, slurping on a fucking noodle.
And I don't know what
flavour is
year.
it again?
I don't chicken and mushroom. I don't know what year the pasta and sauce came out, but I'm nearly sure it's that year. It was such a
It's
big.
like one of the first pasta and sauces.
It's like one of the. It
Man,
was like.
if you need an antique dealer to check that out, I know him. Wee white sheet and all. Oh, this is a find, Connor. Before these, you had to boil pasta in a saucepan with water. But thankfully, the good people at Nor.
I don't know what year it came out. I just must go and check that out. But that would have been one of the first ones because it was a big creative.
Have you checked the back of your freezer? I bet there's still a Findus crispy pancake back
Oh,
there.
you know, rightly.
Microchips.
Microchips, mind them.
Fucking ricicles.
I love racing.
I'd say they'd be alright.
I don't know. It's powdered. Obviously the powder, the sauce and stuff. And
Aye.
the pasta is pasta. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I wonder even what it would look like when you opened it. Would it even still look? Would it just be fucking blue? Is it? Can you still move it around in the packet? Does it feel like one big
no,
lump?
it's completely.
Feels fine, like?
It feels fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's just you wouldn't know the packet because it's been
The branding's changed so
the
much.
branding's changed and the quality of the packaging's got less
Aye.
as years went on. Well, no surprise.
And
smaller.
there at the time when I was at university, my flatmate at the time got a year's supply of pot noodles for free because he had whatever it says in the front of the pot noodle, the amount of calories in the pot noodle, and the nutritional information on the back. It was something along the lines of only so many calories per pot, but in the back it tells you how many calories per 100 grams. But a pot noodle is 120 grams. So I made it check that out. And then contacted Pot Noodle and was like, listen, there's a discrepancy.
off.
I swear to God. And they literally just sent him a voucher for like a year's supply of pot noodles, being like, just don't tell anybody.
Let's go and check that shit.
Telling you. The fuck, that's them, the bad bastards, Golden Wonder. They still make pot noodles?
I think so, huh? Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah.
Used to be, anyway.
I'd rather have the Golden Wonder.
I had the crisps and the. Pot noodles have got a shit too, like, haven't they?
Ah, the core. Everything's gone.
It used to be when you
Used to
wanted
be.
scurvy, at least it tasted nice, fuck's sake.
Everything
I
has
mind
gotten-
the time, Connor.
Everything has gotten
So PC, it's so fucking woke.
cheap. Even like the dairy milks and stuff like that, they do taste different. You know,
There was a.
and you can understand whenever Kraft took over Cadbury's, they're going to cheapen things. They're going to try and make more profits. That's why
Aye.
everything's fucking peanut butter and Oreo and all that sort of crack now. But
There's definitely
there
a
should be
situation
a
where.
law where you have to tell people we are changing the recipe.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Aye.
Bastards.
Like New Coke.
Aye.
Motherfuckers. These motherfuckers changing their recipes. Like, I mean, I do think it's the biggest problem in the world right now. Is people changing the recipes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Fuck them Ukrainian bastards. There's things to be dealt with here. That pot noodle sauce isn't as thick as it used to be.
Now it's nowhere near as glossy.
Yeah, the Bombay bad boy is no longer a bad boy. It's just a wee rascal.
Skitter.
Skit the Bombay. No, it used to be a skit.
That's what I mean. you don't get it no more. do
Oh,
you?
Jesus Christ,
I would imagine there was a lot of complaints came in about the Bombay Bad Boy. It was too hot, and that's why they've.
I reckon that they should have had complaints about the fucking how the Bombay bad boy sounded like some sort of Indian paedophile. To be completely honest with you. Himni hala hola hala fucking toddler.
Well, there is only one way to deal.
Aye.
Well,
How does the Bombay bad boy like his kids? 9-year-old.
you deal with both the same way, but you pour hot boiling water over them.
on a paedophile or a child?
paedophile.
On a paedophile. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
What does it do? Make them bigger?
No, it makes them
Pour hot water.
saucier.
You pour hot water on a paedophile, leave it 2 minutes, and come back.
And next thing you know, they're an MP.
You pour, you pour hot water, leave it 2 minutes, cover it up.
Oh, you have to cover it, of course.
Aye. Then you open
open
it,
it.
stir it. Oh my God, what a metaphor for pedophiles. Pot noodles. Pot noodle. That's P-A-T noodle. I bet you.
Pot noodle.
He was an ancient paedophile, was an MP. Yeah, let's just name all the pot noodles after paedophiles. Jimmy's Havel Saute. That's salty. Why does it taste like? Why does that taste like disinfectant?
Oh, fuck.
Michael Jackson jerky. What's the best way to cook that? You have to heat it up.
There has to be like a
famous
fucking Gary Glitter Sweet instead of bittersweet. There must be something.
Yeah,
there's
something
gotta
there.
be in there. Yeah.
Fritzel.
Fritzel Schnitzel.
Fritzel Snitzel, yeah, that'll be a flavour.
Fritzel
Yeah, that would
Schnitzel.
definitely be the Joseph Snitzel.
The Joseph Schnitzel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we should.
You just heat that beside a radiator. You chain it to the radiator and it heats up by itself.
We'll just stop now, because we have to start.
Was Edward Heath that paid for it?
Yeah. What was that?
No, oh yeah, sorry, wrong podcast.
Wrong podcast.
Never mind.
Anyway,
redacted.
Swiftly along.
I've spent the rest of the weekend watching a documentary of the Vietnam War.
Okay, right. Talk about the Gulf of Tonkin incident.
It does talk about the Gulf of Tonkin.
Does it?
Yeah.
What does it say?
They go, why they're kind of new, right? Like, it's a Ken Burns documentary, very interesting. But the, basically we're told that it happened, then started the act to get the Americans into Vietnam, found out it didn't happen, and then just pretended they didn't know they found out it didn't happen.
Kind of
was
like
sort of the official story.
WMDs. Same scenario. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, bad intelligence. Bad intelligence.
Bad.
Was it Team America, wasn't it?
No.
Bad intelligence. I'm sorry. Also, every time somebody says WMDs, I think of WD-40, and it takes me a wee second to
I was
think.
wondering what you were pausing for there.
Because I often think, for me, whenever they found WMDs, it's the yellow and blue brand on the WD-40. In my head, I go, oh, is that?
Well, they always said
they couldn't find them.
They always said the only reason went in there is for oil.
And see what you did. So
That's what they've done for.
that's the great thing about this podcast. You can go from me drinking to what kind of pedos could have a pot noodle to fucking politics. Not politics now. We don't cover that. We have a bad reputation on that front.
Well, we're not allowed to do
but
that.
when it comes to politics of the yesteryear,
Oh, we can do
oh,
it.
just don't even you start me on the yesteryear. Like I was telling you, I was watching a documentary of Vietnam there. Very interesting. Okay, it's long. They're an hour and a half each.
Right. Okay. Where's it? On?
It's on Amazon.
All right. Okay.
But it's great, and it makes me just want to walk about in like a tank top with a peace sign on my helmet, smoking fags and killing Charlie.
Calling yourself Tex.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Saying "Mama san tu bu ku."
Mama say, Makosa?
Yeah. So I want to say shit like that. Do you know what I mean? I want to say shit like, "Hey, Charlie, don't be surfing. Sharks." Do you mean? I want to say things like "Viet Cong Mama San." Do you know what I mean?
I love a smell of green diesel in the morning.
Oh, fuck, I do too. Oh, slurry. Oh, you can tell spring's coming in. Smells like shit. Do you think they'll ever make? do you think they'll ever make a war movie, but it's the Troubles? And have that sort of thing? Fuck, I love the smell of slurry in the morning, boy. Smells like victory.
Love the smell of a good Molotov.
Oh shit, boy.
My ma asked the other day, she goes, "What the fuck's a Molotov cocktail?" I went, "Fucking petrol bomb. How do you not know what that is?" She went, "Well, how would I know the name of it?" I was like, "You've lived in fucking Ireland. How do you not know?" No idea.
Is that because of the current instability?
Instability in the eastern and western.
Here, is it a bit racist that now they call them Molotov cocktails when they're over there, but they call them petrol bombs over here? Because you never heard fucking Frank Mitchell being all, and
Molotov.
Today now we're seeing on the news that the youths were throwing Molotov cocktails.
Oh, it's the same as the Kiev. That new,
I think.
Fucking Kiev.
I mean, it's not the same. Do you mean that it makes sense to call it Kiev because it's, but
Why?
because that's how you pronounce it.
No, it's Kiev.
But is it not? Is they pronounce it Kiev?
No, they pronounce it Kiev.
Right.
But we're not.
Well, we pronounce it Belfast. But if somebody come over here and was like, "Can you take me to a flourish now?" We'd be all fucking call it Belfast, dickhead. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, right, is that the way it
It
works?
makes sense, like.
All right. What's the capital of France?
Paris.
No, it's not. It's Paris.
Aye, but when I'm in Paris, if I wouldn't ask it, I would say Paris if I was in Paris. Do you know what I mean?
If you started walking about now going, "Oh, I might go to Paris for the weekend," you go, "You're a fucking asshole."
Aye, but it's different because
Oh, it's different because of media tiny.
no, Jesus Christ, breathe. It's different because Kiev and Kiev isn't that far. Like saying Kiev is just saying Kiev dead fast. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
Paris,
But
you
it
take
only
more
happened
time.
in
You
the
have to
last
take more.
3
Aye,
weeks.
but that doesn't matter. It takes more time for you to go. Like you have to be a dick to go from Paris to Paris, but from Kiev to Kiev, you just have to be in a rush.
You just have to be listening.
It's like Derry, Londonderry. Don't even start me on that one. Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
What do you call it? Do you call it Derry, Londonderry? Because I think if you look at the signs,
Uh-huh.
it's actually called Black Derry, Black Line Derry. Depending on what direction you're coming in from.
Oh, will that ever change? Do you think?
The Derry Londonderry thing?
Yeah,
It did. It changed the Derry Londonderry.
I mean, on the traffic signs. I love it.
I would love to know who's doing it.
Well, you always see the black graffiti over to the London, and then a different colour will come over the Derry.
So now you just don't know where you're going.
You don't know where you're going. No, but you know it goes beyond political. It goes into vandalism when they also scrub out the miles.
No.
Why not let the person know how far it is?
Imagine some poor Ukrainian fucking refugee coming from Kyiv. They're going to settle in Londonderry, just driving along. I do not know where we're going to, or where I'm from. Is this voice accurate? What can I say? I am a true European. Maybe. I'm just doing the whole thing.
That's it.
I just blanket bombing the whole. Oh, shouldn't say that.
Fuck, don't mention that. Kiva.
Tell you was terrible. I haven't seen anything about Ukraine. I haven't even watched the news. That's not a surprise. It's me.
Just watch a fucking Hollywood film. You'll be right.
Let it go, man. Breathe. I haven't watched enough of the stuff about Vietnam. I don't know if I've mentioned to you.
Did you watch anything about Vietnam? All right. What was it like?
Music's class.
Soundtrack's unreal.
They destroyed night. Not this bad today. Madam Run, try to hide. Pedophiles like the fuck out child. You know how I get songs wrong?
Oh, your lyrics are. Okay, let's just try and break on through the other side of this.
What did Jim Morrison say when he finished his sandwich? This is the end. He didn't. He poked it up and died.
Don't start. We could start on.
Do you know why Jim Morrison didn't drive a modern car? Because they still had a choke. I made it up right now. He choked on his own vomit and so he died.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. When you have to explain it, doesn't work.
No, when you have to explain it, somebody doesn't know the history of the Doors. Don't judge me because you know I only know the two songs. So fuck off.
I was going to say, let's start getting into it. Like.
I only know the top two on Apple iTunes from every band in the world. But it's enough to get me by.
Somebody put there was a thing up the other day about the 10 most influential rock stars or something, or greatest frontmen, and I think Rolling Stone voted it.
Well, guess they picked Mick Jagger, did they?
And no, Plant was number one, and
as in Robert?
Yeah, as in Robert.
From Led Zeppelin.
And Bono was in it.
Bono from U2.
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones.
And Jim Morrison.
From the Doors. Just mentioned. Got recipes.
And Carno.
From the Pokes.
Carno wasn't in it, but I just want to see
it. Okay.
But
who's Carno? Did I get that right? No, that's Shane MacGowan.
Shane MacGowan. No, Carno was in the.
Freddie Mercury had to be the best frontman.
He was in there as well. But anyway, somebody put up going, and this is a guy of like our age going.
Your age. Or my age, like we're different.
He was middle aged. So
your age,
you know what I mean?
I'm still in my early 30s.
And he actually put up going. John Lennon was in there, and something. There was 10 on the way, and he went. Yeah, I don't know what this is because I don't know who. What did he use? The three he said. I don't know who Jim Morrison, Roger Daltrey, and fucking what do you call him? What's the name of the band? Plant. He didn't know who they were.
No.
And he put that out. And I was like, how are you living in this world?
Man, all
you don't know. And then after
these
that,
young'uns.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
If you're not on Instagram threatening your ex-wife's new boyfriend,
yeah,
you're not a musician.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you seen how weird that's getting? Kanye West and Pete Davidson thing. Not Pete Davidson from Derry, Pete Davidson from America.
No.
So, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Remember Kim Kardashian sucked the dick, got famous?
Yes.
Right? She's now telling women to go out and get jobs and all. The chick. But Kanye West and her were married for a long time there.
Yes.
Right? Broke up. She's now going to Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live.
All right, see, I thought it was another Kardashian would go with him.
No.
So I don't follow them.
I can tell you something. Fair play to him, because he's a mutant.
He is.
Ugly man. Coming from us too.
Aye.
But just sorry in case any Belfast Giants fans hear this, but he was ugly. And he's now going with Kim Kardashian, and Kanye West has been calling him. So basically, there's come a point now where apparently Pete Davidson texts Kanye West, and somebody shared the text on the internet, and now everybody's watching it. And in that ball bag, what do you call that fucking Logan Paul or Jack Paul, the country box, has offered him £30 million each, the box. And you're like, there's a war on!
Time for a reset.
I'm telling you.
Fuck, nobody says reset the whole.
Somebody
has offered
it's just
them
the kind of
money
thing.
to go into a fucking.
Just remember whenever celebrities used to like have like things behind closed doors.
Yes.
And now you've got two fucking billionaires.
Yes.
Arguing publicly. It's time to turn social media off. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of turned off.
Like that's bitchy as fuck. When you've got a fleet of Ferraris and houses, and you're still like coming off here for a wee bit for my mental health because these snakes. Do you know what I mean?
Poor old Kim.
Oh yeah, coming off here to my snakes.
Leave Kim alone. She's doing her job.
Leave Kim alone. Leave Britney alone. That's the slogan. Kim Kardashian.
Kim's fucking
here somehow, like, but
CIA agent.
Of course she is. Here we go again. Tell me how Kim Kardashian's a CIA agent.
All of them are. All the Kardashians.
Go on ahead. Let me get my gloves ready.
Because.
So tell me how the Kardashians are fucking. Are you telling me they're dropping Kardashians into fucking? Say, we'll use the Vietnam War for example.
Depends.
Laos.
It depends for.
Do you think the fucking Kardashians are trying to get Rambo and his mates out of fucking cages? I think Kim Kardashian's like fucking.
I think you're.
Well, it's time to go back.
I think you're confusing.
Mom, Dad, I gotta go to war. Do my tits look okay in this flak jacket?
I think you're confusing the military with CIA.
I think you're confusing Kim Kardashian with a fucking spy.
I'm thinking more about her daddy more than Kim. Yes.
Was he? Robert? Mm-hmm. Robert Kardashian was a CIA agent. So was he like?
Well, look at the OJ fucking case, wasn't he?
You're not telling me he did?
OJ?
No, Robert Kardashian. I think Robert Kardashian fucking killed your woman, Nicole. What do you call her?
Oh, Robert Kardashian.
I know he was a lawyer. I'm trying to be funny, Connor.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were getting in there. I thought we were just rapping on.
I'll just make jokes, bro. Just trying to keep the audience
I'm
listening.
fucking get in this.
Just on what.
No, Kardashian.
Maybe a good idea to do some comedy in a comedy podcast.
He was a bit dodgy and what he was involved in.
What was he dodgy about then? That Robert Kardashian. I've heard stuff about this before, but I don't know what the.
Oh, don't get in.
All I know is that he was played by David Schwimmer. I know nothing else about him.
Right, okay. Oh, well, then let's not get into it. Because then we have to go into the whole thing about did the OJ thing actually even happen?
It's bound to have. I Google image some of them photos. Don't do that. Do you remember there was a documentary with OJ where they showed the photo very quickly of her body? And you can essentially see her spinal cord through her throat?
Yeah.
And I thought,
remember
she
that?
must have done something. Dinner must have been rotten.
That's it over, folks. That's it.
He went down for his breakfast and she gave him a glass of OJ and he was like, I'll fucking shoot you a glass of OJ.
No, I'm only joking. I'm being facetious. I'm very sorry because I know somebody's going to go, who do you think it's fucking Kardashians? But no, there is definitely a very
I
weird
don't understand
thing.
how the fuck the Kardashians are that famous. I absolutely do not get it. The thing about it is though, I'm a almost middle-aged man. So to me, I look at the Kardashians and I think, why would anybody give a fuck about anything they say? But then what happens is I'll watch like a reality TV show with a girl and I'll become completely and utterly invested. But the Kardashians is one where I can't get it. I can't get how it's become that big. I understood it when it was like the Osbournes.
Well,
Shut in! You're no fucking mad.
Well,
that was class.
Ozzy.
Remember Jack stabbing box at the back and all?
Ozzy had a career and he was a celebrity and he was famous. But Robert Kardashian, not so much.
I do find it weird that, and maybe it's going to come across misogynist, but I do find it weird that Kim Kardashian released a sex tape and then became really famous off the back of it. It was her her mum was like, you can make a fortune off this. Although were we talking about this last week with the Pam and Tommy thing? Was that one of the sort of first cases? So that I finished watching that show.
It was the first thing to definitely push people towards the internet.
But they didn't get any money. So money was made, like fucking millions was made on that thing. But because it was all bootlegged and released illegally, they got fuck all. Whereas, but then that started that kind of craze of celebrity sex tapes,
getting famous for it,
getting famous for it and getting paid for it. Because the Kim Kardashian one I do think was on purpose, because you don't actually see her titties or vagina in it. Or she's still wearing her brown pants.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't think it was necessarily a leaked sex tape. Because why would you spend all that money on Diddy's, not get them out?
Mickey, you're starting to sound like a conspiracy.
I'm not sounding like a conspiracy. I'm sounding like somebody who knows how to ride. And I don't care what kind of man you are. If you've got two big Diddy's like that, you're not trying to suck them. Maybe he's just a terrible lover.
It's back to that thing of like, what are they famous for, and how does somebody get so famous like that?
One of them's a billionaire for selling makeup, and I'm all, me to tell you, there's no fucking way. You telling me whoever started Avon is sitting on as much money as fucking Spangly Kardashian or whatever the fuck you call her.
Hey, listen, they work
Or is
hard.
it one of the Jenners? One of the Jenners is
I just don't see how they aren't part of the system in some way. And it's back to that thing of just what the fuck is their role? And it's not about, like you expect to watch a reality show and they want them to do something, but you think there's some... Usually you can see a family history of where they came from in that sense, or where the money came from, but this family is it's so weird. Very, very strange.
Yeah. I personally hope that Kim Kardashian is an actual spy and is an actual special forces combatant. And, we will one day see a situation where she comes back from some sort of war and has a breakdown because she's dandering through a town. And the sheriff is like, where are you going, big hole? And she's like, I'm just getting walking to get something to eat and have a shower. And he's like, we don't like fucking drifters. And she's like, I don't need drifters either. I can't eat chocolate.
Grifters. She's a grifter.
What's a grifter?
Somebody that does all the stuff for money.
Well, grifter, I think you'll find, is actually a house in Harry Potter. But to get back to my joke, I thought I was basically going to do the whole plot of Rambo there as Kim Kardashian. They drew first blood, General. They drew first blood.
See, I don't know.
And then the General's all like, I'll put you on the phone to your mother. And then she's all, oh, which one? It's your mother, Caitlin. Hey, sweetie. Hey there. I want you to stop shooting all the people in the small town, okay, Kim?
I just don't know.
I killed a woman in a car once.
Why Kim Kardashian sounds like a female Donald Trump? It's pretty.
That's a conspiracy. You want to start a conspiracy? I'm telling you right now.
Do it again then.
I can't remember now. How does it
does
just,
sound
it's
like
just
a
that
female
Kelly
Trump,
voice?
yeah.
But no, Trump's more like Donald Trump's more like if Trump was doing a line from Rambo, for example. I'm telling you, General, they drew first blood. They did it. It wasn't I. I just wanted something to eat.
And the accordion. They always have to do the accordion.
Yeah. The sheriff put me in the shower. I said, wow, it's a cold shower. I was carrying my knife. I always have a knife. The biggest knife. I got the biggest knife you can find. I carry it around with me everywhere. He took the knife. He cut a piece of paper without even using any fork. I said, wow, that's a sharp knife. Not even anything like Kim Kardashian.
Oh fuck! I don't know if it's just me, but I just want to see First Blood now with Trump and Kardashian.
That'd be great.
And Kardashian as Rambo and Trump as the sheriff.
Yeah, Trump doesn't look far off. You're on
Not
that,
actually. I don't know.
Denny?
Yeah, Denny, Brian Denny.
Yeah, that would be a good movie. Like, hey, where do you think you? I said to the girl, I said, where do you go?
Trumpo, First Blood.
Trumpo. Kimbo, wouldn't it be?
Kimbo. Or Trumbo. But it's going
I
to be
don't know.
Kimbo.
What other movies could they be in? I said I'll be back. I'm back. Like, hasta la vista, baby. Like, Terminator 2.
No, but I'm on the voice. I always ask him now.
Yeah, but she's doing a bit of stank on it.
Oh, she's doing stank already.
She's doing a bit of sass on it. Hasta la vista, baby. And the last thing is just two fake tits melting in a lava pit.
That's the wee face you do with the baby.
Yeah, hasta la vista, baby.
Well, I'm never going to hear that phrase in the same way.
Oh,
again.
yeah, you definitely can't watch.
No, I'm not going to watch T2 again, no.
Just throw anything over it. Like, no fate. Cyberdyne Systems came online on August 20, 1977.
Oh, give us some Godfather quotes there as Kim Kardashian.
Godfather, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. And you wouldn't refuse it? Like,
no.
I want to shit in your chest. No ball. Far away, daughter. Look at the mess you went to my boy.
Leave the gun, take the...
Yeah. Take the cannoli. Let me show you how to make a pasta sauce. First, you got to add your sausage. Then you add your tomatoes. Watch out for the kids when you're back in the car to the driveway.
Oh, we have got.
I love this game. I love doing movie quotes with different actors. Go ahead, pick another actor and pick another fucking.
Oh,
the last time I
right.
tried to do this was Danny DeVito, so do Danny DeVito.
Was it Danny DeVito, was it?
Remember you wanted me to do Danny DeVito in a movie and I pulled the chair down?
That's right. Okay. Let me see. Jim Carrey in the Passion.
Oh, the fucking not Jim Carrey. You can do a Jim Carrey impression.
All
Jim
right,
Carrey
let's
in
see.
what?
In Passion of the Christ.
Alrighty then. It'd be amazing if he was in it, right? And as he's up on the cross, he takes one hand off and just goes, "Hello, sir," and then puts it back on. He just moves the fucking boulder out of the thing. Somebody stop me!
Right, Daniel O'Donnell and Con Air.
Oh, just put the bunny back in the box there now. I'm going to see my daddy on June 15th. Nah, says to the boy there, nah, says to you, put the bunny back in the box there now, sir. And then I had to kill the cunt. And this is why didn't you put the bunny back in the box, you know? Does nobody else think it's wild ironic? We're on a plane here, listening to a song by a bunch of cunts that died in a plane crash now. Oh, it's wild, Tara.
Oh, that's it.
Give me another one,
Oh, no, fuck, you're not going to make that.
I will, come on.
Right, okay.
I've been drunk all week talking to myself. That's what I do in the house.
Joe Pesci and the Goonies.
Joe Pesci in the Goonies. Hey, you guys. Hey, you fucking guys. Do the truffle shuffle, you motherfucking Jew. It's fucking what I really, you motherfucker. Hey, the fucking gook's got oil coming out the back of his fucking shoes. The Fratellis, tell the Fratellis to suck my dick. You haven't, did you? Hey, Mama Fratelli, did you squeeze my little friend's face? Did you squeeze his fucking face? You ever do that again, I swear I'll bury you in the desert, you fucking faggot, you. You can shut the fuck up. Funny? How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck? What the fuck is so funny about me, huh? Baby, baby. You get this guy last week, he asked me to brush his teeth. Baby.
Oh, no. Has anybody died in the podcast? Oh, I was like, I'm having a heart attack.
Joe Pesci in the good. That might be the fucking. You can put Joe Pesci in any fucking movie.
Any fucking movie. Shawshank Redemption.
He said to me, fucking say what the nail. I said, what the fuck?
Oh, that's. No. I get that.
What about you, huh, skinny bitches? Bet you're in on it too, you fucking hooah. Ah, the motherfucking dug a tunnel.
Oh, no, that's okay.
I remember the first time I saw Andy Dufresne. He was a tall drink of water. I thought he's gonna get fucked in the ass the second he gets fucking in here. And he did. I don't know if the sisters fucking fucked him in the ass, but I'm pretty sure they fucked him in the ass, you know what I mean, Marv?
Oh, fuck. That's not good for you. Well, that is good for you, but it's not good for you. I'm fucking sore here.
Anyway, thanks for
I'm
listening.
sweating like fuck.
We'll jump over to Patreon and do a couple of questions.
Jump on a Patreon, yeah. So if you're listening and you're not a patron yet, why not? But if you are, thank you to all our new ones, all four of you, and we're very grateful.
Yes, come on over to Patreon. We're going to do some questions now to our listeners. Thanks so much for listening.
Because it becomes like it's kind of like a brand new episode on the
Yeah,
other
it's
one.
essentially
It's
another hour. Like, yeah. Which is why we tend to wrap these up at an hour, because we're doing another one.
Yes. So
We
you're
could do
missing
this for
out.
longer for
You're
free, but
missing-
we're
yeah,
not.
You're missing out.
Yeah. So
And if
anyway,
you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, you're a week behind. That's the other thing, and you don't get to
speaking
see.
of week behinds, Freddie Mercury's dead.
What's up, motherfuckers?